Hi, this time I'm gonna be showing you how to assemble this new rose design that I made, and I will just put in the title below. I forgot the petal number actually, but this is what I'm going to do right now. So let's start with the pre-cut petals. So this rose, one thing that I really love about this one, it's because it can create up to 15 to 16 inches rose, and yet it only consumes 11 sheets of paper. So how did I do that? It's like let's do it this way. So for one sheet, I'm gonna be doing it this way. So 1 and then 1. So 5 sheets, you will create the center and the larger most petals. But then again, I need for the center, I need not just 5 but 8 petals on it. So what will I do? I have an extra sheet just for the center, 4 petals on a sheet, which is gonna be an additional 1 sheet, so it's like 6 petals already. And then the third and the fourth will also be like 5 sheets. So it's gonna be like that. So 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 equals 11 sheets. So I already pre-cut my petals, so we can start, you know, right away. But before that, I'm gonna show you how it looks like, for what the finished product looks like. 1 second. So this is the finished product, and let's start. So first of all, we have our petals, this one and then the center, and I also have the pentagonal base. I have the pipe cleaner for my hanger, which you can skip if you don't want to. I have my dowel rods, I have scissors, I have glue gun and stick glue. So just the very basic. So the first thing I want to do is to start with the center. For me, it's very crucial to know the size of the center first before proceeding the outer layers. So what we will do, from the 9, at the end of, you know, cutting, we will have 9 sheets of this one, but we don't really need 9. All we need is 8. So let's remove 1, and then let's get 2 from the 8. The first thing we need to do is to connect this together and to create like a bone. So like so. Then once it's connected, let's make a fold on the side, like this one. See? And then let's hug it around each other. It's a little bit tricky. So once we already, you know, find the perfect fit to it, let's just secure it with a hot glue on both ends into it, like so. So see, we already have the bud. And the next, let's get another 2 petals, and you see this side here, let's start with the openings. So let's cover it up. Let's dab some glue and then just glue it around enough that it will leave some space here, you know, for you to fold up. And let's do it again with the other side. And then just try to fold it upward. So now let's have this petal hug around also into the bud. And let's do the same thing with the other one. So now we have our inner bud. The next thing we're going to do is to use these 4 remaining petals to create the outer buds. But before that, let's curl this one outward like so, and then give it a nice curl in the middle. So now let's start with this side and let's connect our outer bud. So because it is already in the outer bud, let's not glue it all the way here, but instead let's give a space that it will, you know, overlap with the inner bud a little bit to create a nice layering and dimension into it. So see, let's hug this petal around our bud like so, and then we will do the same thing with the other side. See? Even this one looks perfectly okay already to be a center. But let's proceed with the 2 remaining petals. Let's glue it on the side, you know, one opposite the other. See? Like so. also the last one. So here is our bud, and we're gonna reserve this one. We're gonna save this one for the center later. So let's set this one aside, and let's go next to our outer layers. So the first thing we need to do is prepare our base. This is optional. You can choose to ignore this, but I really love to do it, you know, so I can hang my flowers, or my client will be able to hang the flowers easily. So that's basically the hanger. You know, if they're going to hang it like this, it's gonna be easy. So let's start with the large petals. So I have 5 petals, you know, on this 3 layers. So let's start with making a slit at the middle of the base, so it can, you know, create a dimensional view to our flower. So unlike to my some other tutorial, this one we don't have to go all the way here, because we're gonna just have like 3 layers of flower. So we're gonna have this one as upright as we can. So the first thing is to curl all outwards like so. And then the middle part, just, you know, rub your curler here in the middle to give it a really nice and soft curl into it. So let's set this one aside. Let's do the same thing with our 5 petals in our second layer, and our slit should be narrower than this one. See? And again, using our double rod, we're gonna curl our petals outward. And set it aside, and we'll have our last set of 5, which also has 5 petals on it. Curl this one outside. And then just curl, give a soft curl on the middle. So with our base prepared here, let's try to put a dimension on our flower. Just gonna be like this. So like at the middle part of our petal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's glue our petals into our base. You know, this is the advantage of having the pentagonal base, because you're putting the petals around it. It's just very easy, very convenient, and you know, it gives us a much balance and even petal distribution around the base. So when you buy this flower, I'm gonna also include the pentagonal base on it. So 3, 4, then the last one, 5. So that's our first layer. Now let's go to our second layer. So, and that's the advantage of having the, you know, having to make the center first, because you can check, you know, you can constantly, you become mindful, you know, how much you gonna move inward with your inner petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's gonna put our second layer into our flower here, and you know, to create a good layering in it, make sure that your second layer petal would be in between from your 2 last outer petals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one, 5. So looking good already. Yeah, we still need to put our third layer, you know. One, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then 5. So let's put this one in. Like so. 1. So now we're moving inward because, you know, this is our last petal layer. Two, 3, 4, and then 5. So now we can put our center bud in. So all we have to do is to squeeze some generous amount of glue here, and then just place it as center as you can. See, it's very easy to make, and plus it doesn't consume much time. See how the back looks like, and this is how you're going to hang your flower. Very easy. So there you have it, ladies. I really hope you like this tutorial, and if you do, just give it a thumbs up. Until next time, bye bye.